Right, so I wanted to make this video for those girls or women who are like looking for a partner, looking to settle down, but they're not able to, they're constantly feeling the same kind of things happening to them over and over again. So this is just the small, insightful things that I wanted to share with you. Maybe could help you understand that where the blockages are coming from, and maybe you can improve. One thing I want to add that in today's time, finding a partner, a husband or a wife, it's not that easy, I must admit. It's very difficult. People have lack of trust, lack of tolerance for each other, especially women and men who are always competing with each other rather than fully trusting and fully being compassionate because of the gender ideologies and bullshit you get from social media. So we want to be way past that, and the day I started rising above those things, I think I started to attract the right people and attract a good partner in my life. So let's start by one. So number one pointer I wanted to add is women who have unrealistic standards. Always have a self-observation. Do you think that do you qualify to those standards that you have set for yourself? The guy that you want to attract in your life, are you the person yourself? So you need to ask this question for yourself. We've been given the very fake positive kind of ideas from social media that we get have high standards and all of those things, but how much do you qualify for those standards yourself? Is your grooming on point? Are you a disciplined person? Do you have any past trauma, anger, hate, something that's lingering on, and you're looking for a man who's gonna give you love? So you need to really have a self-observation and reflect that. Do you have any unrealistic standards, or the kind of guy that you want physically? Are you personally that person in physiognomy? So we need to be very realistic with the standards. It will help you understand, and it will actually expand what you're looking for. So women who carry a lot of masculine energy in them, like they want to do 50-50s, or they want to be the providers, they wanted to become the man in the relationship, and at the same time they expect that they will attract a guy, or they are crying that why they're not attracting a man who is like a leader or proper provider, or someone who wants to take care of her because she's never been taken care of. So first you need to let go, okay, and you need to really understand where you stand. Like if you're in your masculine energy, you're not surrendering, you're not trusting, and you're more like I want to do this, I want to take part, I want to be the first hand, I want to help, I want to fix, I want to solve. It doesn't work. You have to understand that the guy who is taking care, protector, provider, husband material, he is supposed to be on the upper hand, in the sense that he has to be the leader, he has to fix, solve, and he has to be significant in that way in your life. So women who are like very much in their masculine, they're making a lot of money as well, or something, or not, but who had an absent father or brother, and they just turn out to be a boy. So they are having a lot of issues while attracting the guy who will want to be a hero in their life, or who would want to be a leader. First of all, you're not giving them a chance. Secondly, people can sense this energy, and a man only wants to be in a woman's life where he thinks he fits, or he's significant, or he has respect naturally, where he can solve something for her, or be that hero character in her life. So this is a natural instinct of a man, so you need to be aware of that. Nowadays there's this thing going on online, and every other girl I sit with and talk to, they always say, I don't need a man, I'm independent, and all of this. And most of them are struggling with love, and most of them are very much they're meeting the wrong kind of man, and they're not able to attract a man who is gonna take care of you, protect you, and is gonna be there for you financially. And trust me, there are plenty of men like that. They are blocking themselves from being taken care of by already alienating or dissociating from the feminine energy or the feminine self, which is to receive, to surrender, to subserve in a godly way. Like, this is the nature, this is the law of the nature. So all of these things, when you say I'm independent, I don't need a man, I have my money to fill up, you really need to set your priorities right, because what you value, you get that in the end of the day. And often they complain that, why am I meeting these kind of guys, why the guys are selfish, why these guys don't love me, they're emotionally disconnected. Because it's you who is like emotionally disconnected, not the guy. So you attract the same thing. I used to be like that, and that's what I'm saying with confidence. So we really need to sit back, take the back seat, self-reflect, because I believe that any change you want outside first has to come from you. So when you start changing yourself on the inside, when you actually face your truth, which is gonna be very painful and offensive. So once you go through that process and you understand, okay, it's my pain, it's my wound, it's my trauma, it's my thing, I need to really work on this, then God will start, unlock the doors for you. Slowly you will see the change is gonna happen outside as well. So I don't believe I'm a working woman myself and starting a business, but I do not believe that I'm an independent woman who don't need a man. Of course we need a man, and every man needs a woman. This is how the world has been, and this is how God made the world. So when you're denying these things out of fear, out of rejection or something, you're actually giving the wrong signal to the universe that, okay, I don't need a man, so okay, this is the man you get. So you need to be really careful with these things, the intention, the words, the presence you put out to the other man also, because people can feel the energy, they can see you from far, they can smell you, they feel that they can be a friend to you, but they cannot be a husband, or they cannot play any part in your life. So be careful with these things. You're someone who's looking for love in the wrong places, clubs, going to pubs, and going to those social settings where most of the guys come with the intention of lust or sleeping or have hookups. You're drinking alcohol and you're doing smoking and all of this, which is very much opposite to the feminine energy. And a graceful woman doesn't need these things to flourish in life. So if you are a person who is doing that, then obviously you're giving a very wrong signal to the opposite gender as well, that she's someone who does not respect herself, and she's someone that I don't have to take her seriously, because she's not a wife material, obviously. You understand these categories, that there's a wife material and there's a woman who can just, men go for relationships and they never marry them, never respect them in that way, because they don't respect themselves in some way. Could be different for everyone, but this is the generic behavior that you have noticed or observed. So you need to make sure that you're not doing those things. On the last, I would just add that try to self-reflect, try to have self-observation, start writing journals, because it helps you understand your things, your qualities, and the other person's qualities, and your red flags as well. Start from working on your red flags first, and then start expecting and tap more into the feminine energy. Start dressing up like a graceful woman, and start going to the right places, start sitting with the right people, right company. It really matters. Start attaching yourself to God, because love and everything is a risk, is something you get from God. So you really need to build a relation with God first, and then everything works out eventually for you.